Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Let me know. Hello, can you hear me? I've turned off the music now. Can you hear me? Oh, fantastic, fantastic. All right. Um, great, great. Okay. If there's any point you can't hear me, please let me know. All right, please let me know. All right. I want to apologize for connecting late. I have a bit of technical issue. All right. Uh, but I'm back here now. So very quickly, let's do introduction. Let's do introduction. I know some people are still joining. How many people do I have on the view now? I think about 9. They're about. So let's do introduction. Where you your name, where you're joining from, and um, and your expectation from today's live. All right, your expectation, like what you intend to take away from today's live. All right, very quickly, your name, where you're joining from, and your expectation. All right. So let's wait for others to join in. Let's wait for others to join in. Maybe I should go first. My name is Hayodeji. All right. And I welcome you all to this webinar. It's a great pleasure, to have all of you here with me. All right. It's a great pleasure. So excited to be here. So excited to be here. So yeah, we have Itara Emmanuel from wow, all the way from Cross River. Wow, interesting. Itara Emmanuel from Cross River. All right. Nice to meet you, Dara from Cross River. This is interesting. Adewale. Oh, there's Father Ray testimony from University of Ilesha. Wow, Father Ray testimony. Nice to meet you, Father Ray testimony from University of Ilesha. Nice to meet you. Adewale Shinon from Kaduna. Wow, all the way from Kaduna. Wow, it's a great pleasure, to meet you. Great pleasure to meet you. I think some people are having issues joining. Let me just copy this. Keep typing, keep typing. Let me keep keep up with the introduction. My name is Ola. Wait, did I miss some people? Samuel joining from Oyo. Wow, wow, wow. Do we have people from all over the country? Because I can see some from Kaduna, River State, Elisha, then somewhere from Oyo State. All right, we have Olaju Israel from Ibadan. Pardon me, I did not pronounce your name well. All right. All right. Um, okay, we have Sadiq Bashir from Zamfara. Wow, from Zamfara State. Samson Shino from Ilorin. You are all welcome. Welcome to this live stream. Welcome. You are all welcome. You are all welcome. Once again, so sorry for joining it late. So let's just wait. 4:30 we kickstart officially. 4:30. All right, 4:30 we start the uh, with the build. All right, and that's why we are here. You could not put your expectations. What are your expectations for today's build? What are your expectations? What are you hoping to get to take away from this life? All right, what are you hoping to take away from this life? Because I believe when you have expectation, all right, it sets the tone for how you listen, and it helps to direct, the whoever is tutoring or giving the lecture, what to focus on and all right. And then it's more of accountability for you to that, oh, I went for that live build to get this, and did I get it? All right. Did I get it? All right. So that's what the expectation is for. So I want all of you to have expectations. All right. If you can put your expectation on the comment section. All right. Put your expectation in the comment section. We have Umar Blessing from Akwa Ibom State. Wow. I think we are all over the nation, all over the country, I think. We have people from all over the country. Wow, this is interesting. This is interesting. I'm starting in 5 minutes time. We're starting properly. 5 minutes time. Well, I hope we all downloaded the screenshots and the oh, I hope we downloaded the screenshots and the data, the file that I sent earlier. The file that was sent earlier. I hope we all downloaded the files. Oh, okay. Father a testimony put his expectation. He said, if possible, I can build my source of income from it. I'm just trying to be sincere. No, it's good to be sincere. No, that's totally acceptable, right? That's good. That's good. Okay. Of course, it's going to give you a start. All right, it's going to give you more like head start to that journey. Right, it's going to give you an head start to that journey. All right. Just 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes, and we start. Just 3 minutes, and we start. 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. We'll start proper. Isaiah, yeah, from Kano. You're welcome. You're welcome, Isaiah, yeah, from Kano. It's good to have you here from Kano State. I think we have 2 people already from Kano State. That's interesting. Really, really interesting. We have Adeshawa from Ilorin. Adeshawa, you are welcome. Good to have you here. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Best joy, fantastic. That's great. To get more insight on data analysis, mostly from the practical. All right, so it's time now. All right, so we're starting properly. All right, so oh, you already have a first-hand knowledge about data analysis, but you need more chance to build yourself more. That's fantastic. All right. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen now. All right. Let me share my screen now. All right. So let me know when you can see my screen. All right. Just let me know when you can. Yeah, let's see my screen. Sharing screen share with. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen now? You can't see my screen. Oh, okay. Let me. Uh, okay. How about now? Can you see my screen now? How about now? Can you see my screen now? Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, all right. So today, welcome again, welcome all of you. I have another screen here, so that's why I'm looking at the site. So in case you see me looking at the side, all right. So I have another screen there. So today, welcome. So I can see your message, right, in the chat. All right. So welcome to Breaking into Data Analysis 2026 April quote. All right. So this is a free live webinar, 2 days, for everyone that has the intention, just like all of you have, rightly put here, and wants to break into data analysis and for you to start your journey and all. All right. So today is about building. Okay, no long talk. But then I'm still going to explain some give some insights into what data analysis is, though not fully, because tomorrow I'm going to be diving into that like real deep into what data analysis is and all tomorrow. But today, we're just going to build, all right, build and see what tools data analysis what they use, all right. So what is data analysis? Okay, data analysis is a very simple, in a very simple term, all right, in a very simple term, is what you people do every day, what we all do every day, all right. All of us who do data analysis every day, okay. And what I mean by that is that, sorry, give me 1 minute. Please. All right, yeah, I'm back. So data analysis, I said, is what we do every day. Like everybody, every human beings, we do data analysis. We analyze before you make that decision. As long as you are making decisions, all right, you analyze before you make decisions. All right. For example, you want to withdraw money. You need money. All right, you need money. So what are you going to do? You're going to do analysis. Should I go to bank because you need to make a decision? Should I go to bank? If I go to bank, what are the things that you analyze? You analyze your data, all right? So what data do you have? The data is you have been to bank before, all right? Something happened. Maybe you ended up on the very long queue, okay? And that's because of that, you missed some opportunities or something, right? So that's the data that you have. Data is not only number, all right? It can be in form of information. So that's what you have, like your past data. Now you want to make a decision today, right? You want to make a decision today. You want to withdraw money. You need money. So what do? You are going to check the past data. How should I go about today? Judging from what's happened earlier, what happened maybe yesterday, what happened maybe a year ago or so. Should I go to bank and I will end up queuing, or there's a probability of me queuing at the bank, or I should go to POS and withdraw my money? That's as simple as that. That's what data analysis is. I mean, in its simplest form. All right. You analyzing and weighing your options, weighing your data, the data that you have, which is your past experience now. In this example, which is your past experience, you weighing that your past experience, judging and checking, is this making sense? If I go this route, is it making sense? All right. If I go to bank, will I be able to withdraw money, or I will end up on the queue and waste my time there, or I should just go and withdraw from POS. Of course, POS is probably going to charge you, but at that moment, you're going to weigh your option again. How much is POS going to charge me as compared to going to bank? If I go to bank, will I spend extra money on transport? Do you understand? That's data analysis in its simplest form. And data analysis is analyzing data, all right, to make informed decision, most of the time is for business, all right, making business decision for profitability. You don't just make decision, you just analyze data to lose, all right. You analyze data to to an end, which is for you to be profitable, okay, for you to save your time. That's why you are analyzing your choices of going to bank or staying or withdrawing from POS. All right, so that's what data analysis is. You must be towards an end, all right, and the end is to be profitable. Okay, so that's what data analysis is. And so the rest will be explaining tomorrow. We'll be diving deeper into the rest tomorrow. So now, do we all know this interface? I don't want to assume, I just don't want to assume that everybody knows what this interface is. Do we know what this interface is? Everybody, do we know what this is, this interface? Oh, we're looking at here on my screen. And can you see my screen? We all know this interface. Okay, Excel. Okay, cool, cool. Excel. So yes, Excel. So the question is why Excel? All right, why Excel? Excel is the oldest tool, all right, and the most widely used tool for data analysis. All right. I know you must have heard that this tool, there's a new tool, is going to wipe out Excel. This tool is going to remove Excel, is better than Excel, is this. Let me tell you, all those big companies, that's what they are using, Excel. All right. The big companies, that's what they use. That's what they started with. And it's very difficult most of the time because of cost of transitioning. All right. It's very difficult transitioning from what they have been using and has been working for them to a new tool that someone just developed today. So what Excel can do, and let me tell you something, there's another tool called Power BI. All right. So Excel has its own limitation, fine. And instead of trying to correct the limitations in Excel, Microsoft is the owner of Excel. Microsoft went on, they did what? They created Power BI. So Power BI is owned by Excel too. So Excel has forever been, has always been your go-to, your number one tool for analysis. All right. We have other tools, we have other things that we're going to dive into, but the major, I mean, the widely, the most, used tool is Excel. All right. So that's why we are, doing Excel today. All right, to do data analysis and trust me, the concept here is the same everywhere. Okay, the concept here that you learn there is the same everywhere. It's the same when you go to Python. You have to clean your data. You have to remove duplicates and all. Okay, it's the same concept when you go to SQL and all. All right, it's the same concept. So once you understand this, it's easy for you to, to transfer that skill, that knowledge, all right, into other tools. All right, so we're going to be starting with Excel. Okay, so Excel, I think everybody knows what Excel is. So there's no need going over like the basics of Excel. Okay, so just for so this Excel is in a sheet, all right? It's in a sheet format. So we have it in columns and row. Columns are the vertical ones, the A, B, C, D, E, up to starts having double alphabets and all. So that's Excel. That's column. I mean that's column. All right. Then we have rows. Rows ranging from 1 to I think million rows. All right. So we have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. All right. Row 6, row 7, and on like that. Okay. So we have all those rows. Okay, we have all these rows, and we have this one and column. So this one is called a cell. Okay, and cell has naming, right? They have naming for all those cell or what is designated by. Is I don't know. I don't want to get into too much technical terms, but it's more like a coordinates, all right? So in coordinates, you have x-axis and y-axis. So you probably have 0, not 0. I mean, not comma not. I mean 0, 0 or 0, 1. All right, so it's telling you x against y. So on the x-axis, are you on 0? Then to y, 1. All right. So don't let me get into that. So it's same format here. So it's using column against the row, right? More like x against, y against, x against y. So this is your row, this is your column. So it's going to be b against 3. So p3, all right? So that's where this one is. It's on column what? Column b, and row what? Row 3. So that's b3. This one is on c. If I click here, this is on c. That's column c. Row what? Row 4. If I come here, column c, row 10. All right, so you see it here, C10. So that's why it's written as C10. So that's the name of this cell. All right, so if you want to do any manipulation on this cell, all right, any calculation on this cell, you use it by the reference, and that reference is C5 or C10, as the case may be. All right, so that's what you use to reference the cell. They have names, so it's that column against the row. All right, I hope you all understand that. All right, so we're now diving into today's main. All right, so in Excel, I know we are all familiar with it. It's more like Microsoft Word. So you have the formatting part, all right, that you use to format your text, how you want your text to be, so as to be appearing nicely. And so the most used tools, the most used parts in Excel are these formulas, all right, formulas and data. Okay, formulas, data, inserts, where you insert your charts, all right, where you insert your charts and your links. So you have formulas. What are formulas? Formulas are the statistical tools that you use to carry out calculations, all right, or analysis on your data. All right, for example, you want to do like sum of people or sum of students in a class, all right. So you can be adding, say 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1, like sum of students in a um in a school. All right, you can be adding them like this. All right, and it's going to work. Okay, now instead of this, all right, that you have this 3 plus this, you can use formula. I told you use formula to reference the cell, because this one is even wrong. Okay, to manually type and be expecting to manually type your values here. All right, you need to reference the columns, the cells in which you have those numbers. Okay, so if you have, let's go to our work today. So if you have this, guys, this is H5, so you can see it's the H5. Can you all see my screen well? Can you all see this data well? Let me know if you can see this data well. Can you all see this data well? Or I should zoom in? We cannot see it well. Oh, you should have told me earlier. Oh. If there's anything you have a complaint about, please let me know. Let me know. How about now? Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Okay. So today we are not going to be using the formulas, all right? But I just want to explain what they look like. Right? So you can have formulas like, so how do we write formula? You can write your formula here, okay? And you can as well write it here. So what, if I type this, all right, it sees it as text, okay? So what should I type that Excel will know that this is a formula? Type equal to. So when you type equal to, it knows that you want to write the formula, you want to give it a function, something. All right. So what are the formulas that we have? We have sum. All right. So the moment you start typing, you see the range of options that you have. All right. You have sum. You have sum if. Those are conditional sum. Right. You have sum products. You have products. You have products. Okay. You have average, like getting average of a group of people or average of a group of number. average. All right, average of scores. Okay, so you get average of scores. Right, so that's what this like that's not all. That's not everything about it. You have count. You have a lot of it. All right, a lot of it. So to check them, you just come to these formulas. You see them. This is auto sum. This is for financial um, analysis. So you use this one for logic. You use and if. All right. We are not going to be using all those ones today. So for this, you have dates. You have maths and trigonometry. All right. You have other functions there and all the lookups and the likes. All right. So we use all those words for calculations, for analysis. Get the average of the cost of purchasing good. Over a period of time. Okay, so you can use that to get the average. So instead of you typing and say, of course, you can do it. You can be doing H. We are in this is I. You can say I. Instead of I, you can just click on this. When you click on this, it's going to pick it automatically. I plus I4 plus I5 plus. All right, that's stressful. You don't need to do that. Okay, so you can just do your equal to and do your sum, or maybe it's average. All right, it's going to give you this one. So you just click on it and to the range where you are going to. All right, so it's going to do a sum of it in that range. Do that range for you, just the sum of that range from year to year. And if you want it to be very extreme, like everything, then you do that as well. Okay, so that's just the work of the formula. I know we all know this. Just want to quickly run over it, just in case you have someone that does not know, like the formula and all. All right. So now we go into data analysis. In data analysis, what do you do? I've already explained with our example of someone that wants to withdraw money in bank. So someone that wants to withdraw money in bank, you are going to think. I'm just trying to use like the um the easiest or the most basic example. All right, because when people are talking, they're talking in terms of money, numbers, and all. But I want you to know that every human being, as long as you are making decisions, you are a data analyst. All right, you are analyzing data, but maybe not a professional data analyst here, but then we analyze it on a daily basis. So now, when you are about to think about, when you're about to think of, do you want to make decisions? Do you go to bank to withdraw money, or do you withdraw it from POS? Do you know you are going to filter some information out? You remember that you went to bank maybe a week ago and you were on the queue for a long time and you were unable to withdraw your money time, right? Do you know you're going to filter out the people that are in front of you and people behind you? You're not going to add that in your present analysis now of should I go to bank and withdraw money? All right. So those are things or features. All right. Those are features that are not very important to your analysis. Okay. So and what you did in that scenario is filtering. All right. Cleaning. You're cleaning your data. All right. Clean your data to what you can analyze. All right. So that's what you did. So that's what we are going to be doing here now. All right. Data analysis, what you do most of your time, like 80% of your time is going to be here cleaning data. All right. Cleaning data, making sure the data is, well represented. The features are, what I mean by features are these guys, right? Like these attributes, okay? The features, right? Make sure these features are properly represented, they are readable and all. Do you understand? So that's what you spend most of your time doing. Okay. Not the chart. I know you have seen a lot of charts, graphs on data analysis, how they do it and whatnot. But no matter what you present, if this is wrong, if there are issues here, your data will be wrong, and you end up, you know, um, giving the business a wrong information, which can cost them money. Okay, you end up giving them wrong information, which can cost them money. So let's start with this, with the data that we have here. So for example, let me see. Okay. All right. See this Abuja now. So we said Abuja. So first thing, I want to lock this upper part. Going to view, then freeze. So I can freeze the top row. So I want to freeze it so that I can always. So when I scroll, it stays there. Okay. All right. So now look at this. Can we? Just trying to expand the columns. All right. So yeah. So where was I? So this Abuja now. All right. I'm just trying to explain how important this aspect is because this is where we're going to spend most of our time. All right. This place. Okay. So now we have Abuja and the maybe the clerk or whoever the person is, maybe the data entry person. Instead of Abuja, he puts ABJ. ABJ2 is Abuja now. All right, ABJ2 is Abuja, like to us, to human being, when you say it is Abuja. But the moment you come here, for example, let me do something. I'm going to explain this way to you now. Okay, let me do it this way. ABJ. All right. So I said this one is ABJ and 12. Then I'll come and do a filter here. I want to show you something. All right, what the filter? Come here. All right. So now you see this ABJ that is here. This is Abuja. Excel does not know that this ABJ is same thing as Abuja. But me as human being, I know that is same thing, but Excel does not know. So if you are doing any analysis and you have gone to do your chart and your chart is looking beautiful and all nice, but then you have issues with naming, like names are not consistent, ABJ and Abuja, or Abuja in uppercase, another Abuja in lowercase and all. It's going to affect your analysis. When you are doing analysis based on maybe a trend or something, you are going to see two ABJ, or you are going to see two Abuja. Now it's taking away some data from this Abuja. And for example, we are making a lot of sales, in Abuja, but because you have divided it, you have lowered the sales. So you are now telling the company that, oh, Abuja is not really moving that much because of the number that you are seeing on your charts, on maybe your bar chart or whatever chart that you're using because of the number. And the issue is from this place. You have, or maybe the data entry person made mistake of putting ABJ instead of Abuja. And you as a data analyst, you did not see that. You did not capture that. You did not put that into consideration and try to resolve it or clean it up. All right. You didn't do all those ones. You are going to get a wrong chart, and the business is going to make a wrong decision. All right. So they're probably going to reduce the stock that they push to Abuja to focus on others, whereas they're making a lot of sales in Abuja. All right. So you try as much as possible to check. Let me return it back. So you try as much as possible to check your data very well. All right. And one of the things that I use, to check for all these things, there are some things that you check for that are very, very paramount and very, very important. You check for duplicates. The data entry person might be carried away, gisting with a friend, and in that process, enter the same order, all right, or the same receipt. This enter it twice. All right. So you first check for duplicates. Do we have duplicates here? Okay. Then you check for the format of the name, of the date format, then the region. Okay. Check for the name too. The name, how the name is written. This one, so look at that. See that there's space between the electronics and the starting of that cell. All right. That's a white space there. You try to remove all of them. Okay, because it's going to affect your pivot table when we are using it. We are not writing formulas, we are using pivot table strictly. Okay. Okay, so, pivot table going to help your life a lot, right? You don't need to be typing all these formulas. It's good to know the formulas, you are going to learn it, right? But then for this, we are using the pivot table. Okay. So look at this number. The number is not readable. It's like 14116. It means in a readable format for human being to see. Like at a glance, they can pronounce it. They can say, "Oh, this is 91,000 or 900,000." Do you understand? So you need to check all those. Right? You need to check all those things before you continue to your analysis. Okay, this is very, very, very important. So what are we going to do now? First, going to check for duplicates. So I'll come so check for duplicates. I just don't want to remove all the duplicates. I just want to see the duplicates. Where's my format in here? Then then all right, duplicate values. So now these are duplicate values. All right, this is 6,000. So difficult for me. 68,000. This 68,000 is a duplicate. Like there's another 68,000 somewhere. All right. So what you are going to look, what you are looking for is where you have duplicates across board. Like when you have that this color, all right, this color across board, and I'm going to show you where we have see this one now. Okay, it's not across board. All right. It's they are different order numbers. So you see, they are different order number. And what you can do, you can check only duplicates on order number. All right, you can check the duplicates on order number. But there are times that the human errors, the person might enter like another order number, but then it's a duplicate value. Okay, so that's why I do this. So this is for all of you. All right, so we have duplicates to this place, not duplicates to this place. All right. Okay, so that means we don't have much, we don't have any duplicates. We don't have duplicates. Interesting. 61,000. Interesting. Nice. So we don't have duplicates. Interesting. All right. Okay. So since there's no duplicate, I'll just come here and clear the formatting. All right. What is that? Clear rules and that. Let's clear from entire sheet. Okay. So there's no duplicates. So what do we do then? We see spaces. All right. These are empty rows. Okay. So we need to remove empty rows. All right. And what I do most of the time, what I do most of the time for the empty rows, I just apply filter, filter on everything here. Apply filter, and then I use filter to see now. Then I use filter to when I click the filter, you are going to see blanks. There's no blank here, so there's no empty row here. Okay. I click this one to check because you are going to have this is just like 200 data. You probably have like a million data that you are thousands of data, though it's going to shake Excel because Excel is, you know, but you have like thousands of data, right? You cannot manually scroll to all of them, okay? So you can just have this, so we don't have empty there, we don't have empty there, don't have any empty there. So you see now we have blanks. So if you have blanks, it's going to show you. So you see now we have blanks here, right? We have blanks here. Here we don't have any. Here we don't have any. Trust me, you're going to spend like the whole of your time on this. The charts, the analysis, they are very simple, they are very easy. But cleaning of your data, that's like the hardest. That's like the hardest. And there's no like one way to fit everything. Now look at this quantity now. Look at this quantity. This quantity is I think it's supposed to be okay. Yeah, we have total revenue and we have a unit price. So this is a mistake. Human errors, it happens. Okay, probably the person was just like an omission. Okay, maybe he forgot. So he has 1 year. This 203, 205, 36, 205, 36. So it's supposed to be one. All right, supposed to be one. Like 4 times this one gives this, then whatever you multiply by this gives this. All right. So this is supposed to be like one. Okay. So you can just do that because you know this is what's supposed to be there. Okay. There are some analysis that you do that you have to remove the entire row because data is not making any sense. Some analysis you have to do like average, maybe average of everything that you have in this column. Some analysis you have to use median instead of average. Okay. So it depends on what you're doing. So it's not like a one size fits all. Right. So that's why you need to spend your time here because whatever you do here is going to impact a business. All right. And you need to be very, very mindful of that. Okay. You need to be very, very mindful of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this, click that filter, and I will uncheck everything. All right. I'm going to uncheck everything and come and check this blank because I want to see all the blanks that I have there on that quantity. All right. So I have this blanks on quantity. Wow. Interesting. And I have this one too. This uh empty rows. These empty rows. What can I do? Mm. So the reason it's like this is because we have some empty rows here. So because of the empty row, it's saying it's like a separate entity, right? So that's why it's breaking. Okay, so that's why it's breaking. So we need to remove these empty rows first. Okay, we need to remove all these empty rows first. So I'll just click on this one, just delete row, right? That is 149. Delete the row. Okay. This one as well. Delete this row. Delete this row. Now one more empty rows. Like this, you can check all the check all the empty rows that you have. In case you have a larger number, right? You have a larger, a very large data set, so you can come to data here. No, it should be on home. Which is it here. Yeah, to go to special. There are shortcuts for them, all right? Shortcuts for them. So I think it's Control G to go to do that. So here you see all the blanks, all right? See all the blanks, see these blanks, all right? So those are blanks. You have to remove, so you see the blanks already. Okay, so if it's a blank that you want to delete, you can just delete them and go ahead and delete them. But it's something I can just delete here myself on the phone. All right. So just get to all the blanks again. All right. So these are the blanks I have now. All right. So the quantity. So this quantity is going to be one. All right, one. But instead of one, I can just type just use formula, right? Say equal to going to be total price this guy divided by this. All right, so that's what it's going to be. Okay. So just hold your control. I mean, so just drag it down to this place. So it's 8,000. I mean, it's 8,000. It's 8,000. It's 8,000. So that number is confusing me already. I have to go and format them, right? So you come to this place, you type, okay. So here, you come to the general. Instead of general, I can leave it general, but number, just put in number, all right? So you can use comma separated here. So it's going to show you. So it's more readable this way. Okay, it's more readable this way. So you have the 141,168 naira or dollar. Okay, so same thing here. You're going to do the same thing here. Make it comma separated, cost to comma separated. If you want it to be in currency, you can come here and change it to currency. It's going to add the currency value. I mean the currency symbol there. All right. Now this notes internal, we're not using it for anything, so you can just delete this. Right, you can delete this. Then so we have our costs. Okay, the cost is good. The total revenue is good. Our unit price is good. The quantity we have done a little formatting on the quantity as well. Then let's come to this products. So products, what do we have in products? Okay, I think the product is good. We don't have blanks in product. So what you can do, like most of the time, when you click on this, it's going to show you like the category. All right, it's going to show you a category. If you have a double, what's it called now? A double product, okay, that means something's wrong with one of them. It's probably has maybe a space, a white space. So it's making Excel to see it as a different entity. All right. You want to try as much as possible to ensure that you don't have that. You have to avoid it. Okay. So I'm not going to be doing that on this because I've checked it's not there. So but then I have it on this one. So you see electronics, you see grocery. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert a new column. All right. So I will insert a new column, and so I want to format this. I want to remove the space, and yeah, I think it's only the space that I need to remove for this one. All right. So I'm just going to give it a name, category. All right, category. If you are still with me, can you recap on how to delete spaces? Yes, I can see. Oh, not delete the spaces. Yeah. So for the spaces, like if you have, for example, if you have spaces in between, all right, when you click, on, I don't have any blanks here. Let me remove this. All right. So you have space here. All right. Now it's because I'm down here. That's why I can see that I have space here. Okay, so what you do is you just check. You can come to this conditional. No, you can come to this search or Control G. All right, you come to this, go to special, click on blanks. All right, so it's going to show you all the blanks that you have. So we have blanks. We have some blanks on category. All right, we have some blanks on this category. Oh, that's the new category I created. Just wondering, like, why is category blank? All right, this is the new one I just created. So you have blanks here as well. You have blanks here. So it's going to show you where the blanks are. All right, it's going to show you the blanks that you have. All right, so you can click here and there's a delete here. All right, on this cell group. All right, you can click on delete cell or delete sheet row or delete the entire sheet itself. Okay, when you click on this delete sheet row, it's going to delete that one. All right, then other blanks that it says you have here, can click on the delete there or right click here and click on the delete. All right, they are all the same. Yeah, oh, don't delete sheet. Delete sheet rows. All right, so they are doing the same thing. So that's how you remove the blanks. Okay, so you check. It's not all the blanks that you're going to remove. Some you're going to fill with values. All right, some you're going to fill with values, and some you have to remove them. Okay, I hope we are all following. I hope we are all following. I hope this is simple enough for us. I hope this is simple enough. Type is simple if it's simple enough in the comment section. Let me know. I want to know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. I want to know if you understand this. Can you still hear me? I've been talking to myself since. You can't hear me or oh, okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. If there's any part you don't understand, please, you can call my attention. You can call me back. I will try as much as possible to explain it better for you. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. So, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to write here type equal to um. So what I want to do, I want to trim. Okay. So I want to trim this. I want to trim that row. I want to trim the white spaces. So I'll type trim. Okay. What do I want to trim? I want to trim this. I'll select the column. I mean, I'll select the cell. Okay, then close it, and you have the grocery. Okay, so you hold your control and double click. Right, you hold your control and double click. So it's going to auto fill everything as long as you don't have like spaces in between. So that's why we have to remove all those blanks. Okay, so it's going to auto fill everything. So you have electronics, electronics. So you see this grocery, you see that's removed the white space that we have here. So everything is perfect now. Okay. So if you try to delete this, if you try to delete this guy, try to delete this, you're going to have error here. Okay. So what you're going to do is um you're just going to copy this. Okay, you're going to copy this. So I just do control C. All right. Then on this, you don't just paste. Okay. So you just come to this space and you paste value. All right, you paste value. So when you paste value, it's going to replace it. So this is no longer formula. This is just a text. All right. This is no longer formula. This is just a text. All right. So you can go ahead and delete this one. Delete this column. All right. Go ahead and delete that column. You see now, this one is formatted. This one is clean already. Category. So we have category clean and done. Okay. So we are coming to this region. So region we have Kano, Abuja, Ibadan, Lagos, Port Harcourt, School. Then we have Abuja. This Abuja is in lower case. All right. This one is in upper case. All right. I mean, the A there is in uppercase. All right. So that's proper case for this. This one is all lower. Okay. This one is all uppercase. So you see the disparity. All right. It's supposed to be consistent. You know, you don't want inconsistent name in in the data. All right. So what we're going to do, we are just going to replace the same step. All right. Insert. Okay, and name this one region. Okay. So I'll just go very quickly on this one. So we say equal to I'm going to, I don't know if there's space there, but it's always good to just have trim there. Okay, so you trim after you turn it to proper. Okay, you can do this. All right, you can do this, it's allowed. You do to oh, okay, D2. Okay, all right. So just double control and double click that. So we have Abuja, Ibadan, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Port Harcourt. So you see this is now in proper format now. This Ibadan means in proper format now. Lagos, everything. All right, everything is in proper format now. Okay, so now just do the same thing. Okay, do the same thing. We'll copy this, the whole of this, copy it, and then come on this D. Okay, don't just paste it, else you are pasting the same formula there. Okay, so you are just you want to paste only the value, so you click value. All right, so now you have all the value. Okay, you have it in normal text, that is in general format. So now I can delete this one safely. So I have my region, I have my category sorted, then I have dates. So we have dates. Okay, this date is not in good format. Okay, so I can come here, put all of them here. All right, so it's readable now. But then it's not in good format. It's supposed to be the date, then the month and year. Okay, date, month, and year. All right, this is going to give an issue. Okay, so what I'm going to do, highlight it, is come to data. All right, so when it comes to data, you have text to columns. Okay, text to column. So this one you can use it to for to split. For example, if you want to split this 01, 12, 20, 2026, you want to split it into different columns, you can use this to split it. But in this case, we are not splitting, we just want to change the format. All right, so we click on that. Well, we are not using any delimiters, all right. So limiter is what you want to split it by. Okay, you can split it by this forward slash, or yeah, it's forward slash for this one. So if I choose forward slash, so you see now, see splitting, but we are not doing any of those. We just want to change the format. So you come here, so it's in date, month, and year. All right, so that's what it's expressing. But our own is not in date, month, and year. It's in month, this month. All right, this is date, and this year. All right, so we um, just click that, and it's going to format everything for us. All right, it's going to format everything for us like that. So we have the dates good, we have the region, the category, the product, the quantity, the unit price, the revenue, the cost. We have removed duplicates, and we filled all the missing values. There's no missing value. We have adjusted the casing. All the texts are properly written. All right. I think we are good now. I think now we can move to analysis. So you see the number of time we spent on. Uh, oh, is it blank that is giving the issue? Okay. For the blanks, Shino Adewale, I don't get what the problem is. Yeah, you said there's an icon. What is the icon? We'll click for that. Okay, the icon. Oh, it's not showing well. So on your Excel sheet, all right, on your Excel sheet, you see on your Excel sheet, you see the delete in the home tab. All right, in the home tab, you see delete. Let me see if I can. Okay, so this is the icon you click on delete, or you can just right click. All right, you can right click on, when you click on this, you can right click on your mouse. All right, so you see insert, you see delete. Okay, and you just click on delete. It's going to delete that row. All right, it's going to delete that row for you. So you get, or you just come to this um just come to these the delete here. All right, just come to the delete here. Come to this delete, click the drop down. Okay, and you see, don't delete cell, don't delete the sheet. This says you're going to delete only one space, then delete sheet row. So that's the entire row. It's going to delete the entire row for you. Okay, it's going to delete the entire row for you to delete sheet row. But if you click on delete sheet, it's going to delete everything. Okay, don't do that. All right. So I'm just going to return back to normal screen. Okay. All right. I hope you get that, Shino Adewale. I hope you get that. I hope you get that. Okay, so identify all the blanks at once. All right, so identify all the blanks and okay. So identify all the blanks at once. So you come to this you can click control G. All right, control G, right? You press control G on your keyboard. So you come to this special. I don't know if you can see. Let me try to enlarge this special for you. So it's going to bring up this this window for you. All right. Then you click on special. So when you click on special, you're going to see blanks. All right. Then you click on this blanks. So when you click on blanks and click OK, it's now going to show you all the blanks that you have. Okay, it's going to highlight all the blanks. It's going to highlight all the blanks and you're going to see them. All right. And another way that I do this, is I just click on any of them, any of these rows, and any of these columns. Okay, if it has any blanks, I just click on these columns, and if you scroll down, you're going to see blank under here. If there's any blank, you're going to see blank here. All right. You click here, you're going to see blank under here. So you just uncheck everything. Let me introduce a blank here. All right. Let me introduce a blank here for you. So you see a blank here now. All right. So when I click this drop down and I check, I should be able to see blanks here. So you see blank now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck every other thing. Okay. And come and check blank. So it's going to show me only the blank. You see 192. So when I see only the blank, so it's going to show me if I have 10 blanks or 5 blanks, it's going to show me all the blanks. So I'll just highlight all the blanks at the same time. Just delete those rows. She gets. So it saves me the stress of deleting one by one and all. So I can highlight all of them. Just click on this one. It's going to show me all the blanks that I have, and I will be able to delete it from there. I hope you can get to it. I hope you can. I hope you get that. I hope you get that. All right. So from this, our data is clean. All right. Our data is clean. At least to my knowledge now. My knowledge, our data is clean. This is cost. This is total revenue. All right, unit price, quantity. I think we need profits. Okay, we need profit. So let's put profit in. So how do we do profits? Profit is very simple. It's just the total revenue minus the cost price. All right, that's the profit. So it's going to be equal to, all right, still same formula. So you click on this H2 minus what? Minus 91. Okay, enter. So you're going to have your profits this way. Then you move your mouse towards, your cursor towards this angle, that's block, that green block there. Then you hold your control and you double click. All right, it's going to autofill everything with that same formula. Okay, it's going to autofill everything with that same formula. So you have 38,000, 128,000, and so on as the profit. All right, so you have your profit now. So now we are done. Not done, but then you know what I mean? Like we have a level of achievement. All right. So what's the next thing? The next thing is to go into our analysis. All right, into our analysis of what we are doing today. And what are we doing today? We are doing like a dashboard, right, for this particular business. Okay. So what are you going to do? We'll go to insert. All right, with any of these cells clicked, go to pivot table. We insert pivot table. All right, new worksheet. We want new worksheets not existing. So you click on new worksheet. All right, so you have here. Okay, so when you have here, then you come to so here now in our pivot table, what are the questions that we need to, because we don't you don't just put stuff in pivot table because we want to put them. All right, so the first thing we are going to be looking at is our KPI. Right, so what are the KPIs that we have? We have the profits. Okay, so the profits, you are going to drag it towards this value section. Okay, so you drag your profit there. It's going to give you a sum. Then if you want cost or total revenue, I need total revenue. So I'm going to put total revenue there. Then I want the count of orders. The number of orders I have. Okay, so now it's giving me some of all these things. So you can come here, all right, you can come here and click. I'm not sure if you can see, if you'll see. So if I click this, it's going to come back. Then let me um, oh, the profits. Okay, so let me go to, so let me just rename this one to, let me say analyze. All right, analyze, that's the name of this sheet. Okay, so that we know what we're working on. Okay, so the profit is just it's just a formula. All right, it's just a formula to, just a formula from, like when you, your total revenue, you know, like how much you spent, I mean how much came in, all right, from this stock that you sold, and this is the cost of all those like 8 items. This is the cost, and this is total revenue. Okay, so your profit is the total revenue minus the cost. Okay, that's your profit. The total revenue minus the cost. That's your profit. Like you make a product and you sold the product. All right. So after selling the product, you're going to remove the cost of making that product from the total revenue. Like what they paid you is not your is not your profit. Okay. You need to remove the cost of production first. Then you get your profit. So that's what we did. H2, this H, all right, this cell minus this cell. Okay, then we did that. Hold your control and double click to populate the whole column. All right, to populate the whole column. So that's what we did. Okay, all right. So we're going to be moving towards the analysis part. Okay, so we do the, so we have the was that, okay? You mean this part? Okay. Um, let me give it a more. All right, so that's what we have. Okay, so this sheet one, okay, that's the one I created earlier. Okay, so this is our analysis. Okay, so now we have the sum of product, sum of profits, sum of total revenue, sum of quantity. I don't need sum for this one, and I'm still going to change all this naming. Okay, so for quantity, I just need the count of the quantity, like how many quantities do I have. So I'll come to this value field settings. All right, so instead of sum, I can pick count or average, max, mean, product. All right, product, standard deviation, variance, and all right. But for this quantity, I just want to know the number of quantities, so I'll pick count. All right. For profits, yes, I want to know the total profit, the sum. For revenue, yes, I want to know the total revenue. Okay. So here I don't like the name, so I can say total profit instead. So total profit. Okay. Say total profits and sum. Say total revenue, or remove the underscore there. Okay, total revenue. So at the top of this one, I can just put, can mark the cell and say this is my KPI. All right, say this is my KPI keyboard. All right, and this KPI, the number is not well formatted. Okay, so can do that. Come here, make it, give it a comma separated, and this format as well. I can add it on this, and double click here, so it's going to expand. So this one selected, just click on the format pane tab. Okay, I don't have up to that here, so now I have my KPI. All right. Okay, so then what else am I looking for? So um, so sorry. Okay, yeah, sorry. So now I want my trend, all right? I want to know the trend. I want to know the growth of this business, right? I want to know the growth of this business. I want to know these people are selling, all right? They are selling to different part of the country, all right? They are selling to different part of the country over a period of how many months? Have to four, I think four is the highest that we have. Maybe that's 4 months. All right. So I want to know the growth from beginning to where we are. All right. And where we add new data. All right. It's going to reflect there as well. So I want to know the growth. I want to know how well they are doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this. All right. Just copy this. I'm going to duplicate it here. Okay. I'm going to duplicate it here. Then self KPI is just going to be trend. So I'm just going to say trend or growth. All right. I'm going to say trend or growth. Okay. So here now, what do I need for the trend? What do I need for the trend? For the trend, I need I don't need this. Okay, I need total revenue. All right, I need total revenue. I need profit. No, I don't need profit. I just need total revenue over the years. So I can use this other date. So I'm going to put it on the row. Okay, the other date I'm going to put it on the row. So that's what's going to be on this side. Okay, that's what it's going to be on this side. So I don't need the dates because if you check inside here, right, if you check inside here, you check the format, it's going to break it down for you. All right, like each order, how the order came in, the dates and everything is going to break it down for you. I don't need that. I just want to know per month. All right, so per month. So I'm going to remove this other dates. So see that cross symbol there. So the other date is removed. So I just have the monthly sum, right? The monthly revenue. So I have the monthly revenue here. Okay. And count of quantity. I don't need quantity. So I'm just going to remove quantity. All right. So that's my trend. Okay. That's my that's my trend. Okay. So after this trend, what do I want? I want to see how the products, all right. I want to see our sales. I want to see how the products are faring, per per town or region. Okay, per region. So I can just say top cities. All right. I want to say top cities. Okay, so for top cities, I don't need this. I just need the region. So I'm going to put the region on the row instead. I'm going to remove month. Okay. So I can check it by I can put profits, okay, and revenue as well. All right, I can put profits and revenue for the profit. So I have region, I have revenue. I can put profit to see which town or city has more profits and how they are faring in terms of the revenue and all. This will help the business. Let me show you something. So now you see Abuja, the total revenue is 12,000, for Ibadan 18,000, 14,000, 11,000, and all. You can even you can sort it. So you come here, you come to sort either descending or ascending. All right, if you pick descending, it's going to sort it that way, but according to the name. But I don't want name. All right, I want more sort options. So I can sort it by this total revenue. So I just see it's from top to bottom. So I just click on this total revenue. Okay, total revenue there. So you have 18,000, 15,000, 14,000 to 11,000. All right, 18,000 to 11,000. Okay, so now you see that Ibadan has more revenue and this one is not formatted. So let me click on this format and click on. this one. All right. So 3 million, 3 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. So you have Ibadan with 3 million, right? So that's where your profit is coming from. Okay, that's where you have most of your profits coming from. So here now, without the charts, all right, you can explain from here that, oh, we have more, we are generating more from Ibadan. So if you want to send the next stock, you send it to Ibadan. At the same time, we can check Lagos and Abuja. Why are we getting lower in Lagos and Abuja? What can we improve on? All right, that's the end goal of your analysis, not to just display charts. Oh, I can display chart. Anybody can display charts. Do you understand me? Anybody can display charts. But your end goal is to be able to provide a solution to any issue that you are seeing. Or if they are doing well, you can give them a solution or give them an improvement. All right. If they are doing well already, you can give them an improvement. Okay, please, you can add more to this place. All right. If you add more to this place, you're going to see more results in this area and all. Do you understand now? So that's what an analyst is supposed to be doing, not just chart. So you can already see from here the trend. All right, that January you have 20,000, 19,000, 16,000, 16,000. Oh wow, that's poor because I think they had 20 million in January, then decreased to April. Okay, when we put it in charts, you're going to see we're all going to see the what it looks like. Okay, all right, we're going to see what it looks like, and the next thing that we're going to do now is to put it in charts. So I'm just going to click create another sheet, call it dashboard. All right, call it dashboard. So in my dashboard, you know, I'll be using this shape. So I'll just click on this and insert this shape, any of them, or prefer this rounded. All right. Just going to add here. Okay. I'm just going to add it here. All right. So I hope you are following. Can you still see my screen? I hope you are following. I hope you are following. Can you type following in the chat if you are still following? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So here we have so here I can just give it a color. All right. So for a color that is well pleasing to the eyes. All right. So use this one. Reduce this guy. Okay. She's just going to be our title, right? So I'm going to come back here, put the text, this my text. Insert. All right. So I'm just going to put the text here. Okay, like the title of what we're doing. So what is this? Okay, grocery. So we can just say revenue dashboard. All right, let's see revenue dashboard. Then I'm going to increase just make it readable, make it pleasing to the eye. I'm going to do that, then start center. All right. Okay, so we have Villian revenue dashboard. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and duplicate this one. I don't need this on let's okay, so this is where I'm going to put my KPIs. All right, the 3 KPIs I made. All right, so you can just put your poncho down and click on it to duplicate it. Okay, your control down, click on duplicate it. All right. Okay. So you have your um you have those, then so you put in a chart. We put in the chart here. Chart for the trend. Okay. Same time, I'm going to be putting the charts here as well. So you can turn off the grid because we are not really using the grid. Okay, so you come to this view and remove the grid line. Okay, so it gives you that view of a dashboard, view presenting the dashboard to a company, right? Okay, so yeah, so we have like practically everything that we need. Okay, so yeah, if you want to go more into designing this and all, you can add the name of the logo of the company here. All right, say just put something there. Okay, okay. So I'm going to come into insert. So I can look for symbol. Okay, so I'm just going to just pick this one. Okay, so A, come back here, enlarge it, so that it looks like company. We'll centralize it. Okay, cool. All right, bold. All right, so that's like the logo of the company. Okay, so you have revenue dashboard. So we need to want to put all these ones that we've analyzed. Okay, we want to put them on the dashboard. All right, to see it like visually. But from here, you can already tell, all right, that there's something wrong here. The trend, all right, it's going down from January to April. It's going down, right? It's going down. Then the top cities, you can see the top city at a glance. That's Ibadan and all. Right. So we are going to be drawing graphs for that. Okay. So this KPI. So let's set up the KPI first. So this KPI, you're just going to input the KPI here. All right. So what you're going to do is just to your equal to, not here. Click on this. All right. Click on equal to here on this function. What's the name now? This formula input here. So this selected. Okay. Make sure this one is selected. Then you type your equal to here. So you can go to where your analysis is here, and you click on this guy. Okay, click on that sheet because you want to take the total profit. So when you go back to your dashboard, okay, so you have dashboard. So it's references this dashboard. So instead of dashboard, you just type the name of that one, which is analyze. All right, A48. So it's going to give you this. All right, it's going to give you the value, the number. So I'll come here and where is that? To A, can increase the value, say 28. All right, that's total sum. Total sum, I don't want any trailing zeros. I mean, I don't want decimals there. So I can come here and remove the decimals, right? Same for this one. Come here, click here to remove the decimals. Okay, so come back to the dashboard. So I have my total sum here. Come here, click, and input another text there just to give it a title. All right, so anybody that sees this will know what this is. So I say it's total summary. Sum of what? Says profits. Okay, total profits. Say total profits. Okay, I say total profits. Holding it, increase the font size. All right, increase the font size. Okay, maybe in the center and dots and can remove the auto format, shape view, no fill. All right, the outline, remove the outline. Okay, can make this one white. White, then this as well. I'll make it white. All right, I'll make it bold. Okay, so you have a total profits is this. Okay, a total profits of this. Then the same thing can be done for this one, right? So so you can just copy this, right? Click on this guy and paste it. All right, so you have the same thing, but it's A4. So come here, this one is B4. All right, B4. So you come back to the dashboard, change this one from A to B, change to B, enter, then you have your value there. All right, so what happened? Let me go back to all right, so I'm just going to click on this format, click on this one. So you need to copy the format, all right? So I'll click on this, Control C, Control V. So put the label here. Same thing, I click on this guy too. Come here, Shift V. So shows me what I added. So this one is going to be C4. All right, so the C4 going to paste this guy. All right, then the no, so copy this heading as well, paste it here. All right, paste the heading there. Then I'll click on this value, the it's on the home. So format printer, click on format printer, apply the apply it the format on this selected, apply it on this one. All right. Okay, so we have this. Okay. So next thing we want to check, next thing we want to add to our next thing we want to add is the trend. Okay, so the trend. So what we do, we highlight it. Okay, we highlight the trend. We go to insert. All right. Insert and you go to charts. So we have line charts here. Then we use scatter charts. So I'm just going to click on this. Where's my line chart? Okay, yeah. So this is line charts. All right. So I'm just going to click on this line chart. Okay, so this shows the issue, right? You see from 20 million to 15, and I think down below 15 or so. Okay, so this one now, I'm going to copy it. I mean, I'm going to cut it, right? Control X. I'm going to take it to the dashboard and paste it. All right, take it to the dashboard and paste it. So I can move this one up a bit. this one be on the side. Then expand this more so I can accommodate the trend. Okay. So this is how you structure your dashboard. Okay, we have different formats. Okay, this is just a simple dashboard. All right, simple dashboard that you can go on with. All right, for the analysis. All right, so you can do a couple of formatting here. Removing all the um removing all these fields, idle fields button and charts, removing all those ones. This one, remove this guy. Okay, and all can do a couple of formats in there, putting a marker here. All right, make sure the marker shows and all. Okay, so we'll be doing most of that because it's just formatting because of time. All right, so we won't be doing most of that. So you see now, you see the drop from here to here. That's April. All right, so here now, without issues, I mean, without wasting time. All right, at a glance, the owner of the business can see that, oh, something's going on. January, we're doing fine. February, okay, still okay. But March went down. What happened? April, it seems we are going up a bit in April or something. But March, there was a drop down, like there was a decline, right? A great decline in price, I mean, revenue, March. All right. So let me put the last one, which is our top city. I don't need this profit. I don't need profit. All right. So just this, guys. All right. So I'm going to do a bar chart for this. Because inserts can check the recommended, right? See recommended cluster charts. Tiny cluster chart, just a chart. All right, give me cluster charts. Okay. All right, so you have cluster charts. So I'm going to cut it, right? Control X. Then you come here. So if I paste it, I want to enlarge this one as well, so it can accommodate it. Okay, so I'll paste it on it. All right. So as well, you can do formatting on these ones, all right, to make it cleaner, to make it more presentable. Okay, you have to do like a bit of formatting on it. All these sharp corners, you're going to remove them. Okay, so there won't be sharp corners, sharp edges there. All right. So I just want to show you how to get started with Excel, building a dashboard, and you know getting familiarized with analysis itself. So hide all fields button. Yeah, so you hide that. This one to remove it. You have, oh wow, so you can see how it declines by city. All right, you have the highest in Ibadan, Port Harcourt, Kano, Abuja, and Lagos. All right, um, so now the last thing we're going to be adding is to make it interactive. Okay, you need to make this interactive. You need to make the Excel interactive. Are we still following? Is there any question? Do we have any question? We are closing to the end of the session already. Is there any question? Do we have any question? Any question so far? Is there anything you don't understand that you want me um to come back to? Is there any question, or do you understand to this point? Any question, or do you understand to this point? Said he has a lot of questions, but you figure it out after the class. All right. After this, I will we'll go over your questions. After the, let me just quickly finish it, then we'll go over the questions again. I will go over your questions and all. All right. Okay. So the last thing is we want to make it interactive, because if you check now, look at this. If we look at this, you see there's a drop in price, or let me make it very obvious. All right, so I'll just the format taxes now. The minimum was 0. Let me make the minimum 10 million. All right, let me make the million 10 million. So also, how many zeros is that? 10,000, 100,000, 10 million there. All right. So I just want to exaggerate it. I want to make it obvious. So you see now, we have January. This is a concern, all right, for any business owner. We have January. They did well in January. This is February. Well, from 20 million to 80 million, 2 million, 2 million drop. All right. There's a decline there. Fine. Now from February to March, that's another 2 million again. All right, making 4 million in total that they lost from January to March in revenue. All right, that they did not make in January to revenue. So what's happening? What's going on? All we see here is that, okay, we know that because your data must tell a story. Okay, that's what you do as a data analyst. Your data must tell a story. You can't just do, fine, we are done with this. We are done with the dashboard. This is the dashboard. Okay, so you just go and dump this to the business owner. What do you expect him to do with this? All right, you need to check what the issue is and give him a possible solution to it. That's what your work as a data analyst is. All right, you need to provide solutions to the businesses. Okay, so we have this January coming down, then to March, then April. April is like maybe still around the same 60 million. So okay, but you need to investigate what's going on. So to investigate, you need to check all the products. So you check the products. All right, is there any category that is falling short, or is it that there's a city that is no longer buying, or they are not interested in a particular product, or there's a delay in transportation, or there are a lot of stuff. So you need to actually check. You need to actually go go deeper into the data to know what is actually going on. All right, and how do you do that? You have the way to do that. We have a slicer. All right, that slicer. So when you use slicer to filter, to interact with your dashboard. You use to filter your dashboard to check which one is what is actually affecting and driving this particular chart. All right, so what we're going to do is basically click here. You can just come to where's my slicer? It should be on analyze. Okay, right, analyze. So you come to insert slicer. So when you click insert slicer, so slicer for what? All right, what do you want to slice based on? I want category of the products. I want to know if product is good. So you have your category. All right. So here, what this means is you click on electronics. Are they buying electronics? Are they buying fashion? Are they buying into this grocery, home decor, or where are they losing interest? Okay. You need to check where are they losing interest. So use this one to do that. All right. I think I need one more. So I think I need one more. Let me just can copy, paste. Well, let me just go and I think I have the months already. I think I need to, yeah, let me check it by region as well. Okay, let me check it by region. So let me check it by region. Okay, so I'm going to right click on this. Okay, I'm going to right click on this, then I need to connect this slicer to the data that I want. All right, then I'm going to go to report connections. So report connections, I want it on all the pivot tables. We have three now. We have 1, 2, 3. I want it on all the three. Okay. I want it on all the three. That when I make changes here, when I do, it's more like a filter, all right. When I click on electronics, adjust everything and give me the values based on what I select. All right. So that's what this one is for. You're connecting this. So I've done that for this. Then I'll come to report connection. This one, yeah, select everything as well. Okay, so I will cut both of them and take it to my dashboard now. All right, so I'll paste it on this dashboard. So I have category. Okay, I have category. I can put category here, or let me just expand this a bit more. All right, so it can fit in, or I can collapse this a bit so it fits in nicely. All right, then I have this one as well. It fits in nicely. Uh you can edit and format the colors. All right, you can format the colors, all right, the shapes and everything. You can format the color, all right, to to properly fit and go with, you know, the color of your dashboard and all. Okay, all right, we'll go with this one now. All right, so yeah, yeah, all right, so this corner is too sharp. I don't like that. Yeah, I think this is better. It's offsetting. Yeah, that's cool. Make it less rounded. Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's more like it. All right. So now we have the category. So if I click on category, all right, see how it changes that. See the total profit. Total profit is based on this electronics, all right, for all these states. You have Abuja, Ibadan. Do we have duplicates? No, we have to. Yeah. So you see that, you see how it changed this one, and it changed this one, but because I've reduced the, let me go back to, so the minimum, I'm just going to reset the minimum to 0 back, right? So you see the data change. Okay. So now for electronics, we still have a decline in electronics. All right. So the people didn't buy much electronics. They bought like 3 million watts in March. Okay. Let me check fashion. Same thing in March. Grocery. Okay, grocery is cool. We are just particular about that match. What happened in March? Okay, they bought home decor, right, more than electronics and fashion. Do you see that? They bought home decor, like for decoration, home decoration. They bought it more in March than electronics and fashion. Now, looking at this, you can say, can draw your inference this way, that maybe people, you know, from January, what do people do after December? They're probably going to stock their house. All right. January is not a fasting period, but you know, like that's when you have more. That's when you have a lot of money. So you're probably going to stock your house. All right. You see, there's not much fashion in January. This is 5 million. Grocery, we have 6 million or over 6 million. So everybody's buying stuff to eat. All right. They are particular about food and electronics. All right, they are particular about food and electronics January. So this is the behavior of human being now, all right, towards this company or business in general, because I think it's across the board. All right, January you want to stock up because you know you have done only in December. All right. So now January you want to guide. So you have bought something. So everybody's buying grocery January. All right. So now when it comes to February, they are not buying grocery. What are they buying? Probably they still have enough. All right. Maybe they still have enough in January. So February, what are they buying more in February? Wow. Valentine. You see now, Valentine fashion, they are buying more of fashion. So it's probably Valentine, or maybe there's a lot of wedding or events there, right? They are buying more into fashion by February. And you know, Valentine and all, that's what happened in February. All right. Then March. So what happened in March? They are not buying fashion in March. They are not buying grocery in March. Maybe just considerable amount. All right. But they are buying home decor in March. Why? There's no event on March. There's no events. There's no. They probably still have money or something. But then they are buying home decor. So let's check which region is actually moving this March. Right, let's check region, which region is actually moving this much. So you have this home decor. Abuja is not buying. No. Ibadan. No, Kano. So you see, that means something is happening in the north. Kano and Lagos. Okay, Lagos is 1.4, Kano is 2 million, Port Harcourt is not buying 1.2 million. So we have Lagos and Kano. All right. So they are the major movers in this home decor move. All right. So let me check with Kano for grocery. Kano, no. For fashion, yeah, they have a 800. That's nice. They have 500. Below 500, that's like 400. So now this tells you like a lot of things about this about the behavior of this company's customer. All right. And with this behavior is synonymous to the behavior of human being, to every business. Because January you see a rise in um food purchasing. All right, everybody wants to buy food and stock their house and all because they're probably not going to have more money, to do other stuff because of the omble they did in December. February, people can go into fashion because of the events. You have a lot of events there. You have Valentine and all. All right, March, people are slacking on, they are slacking the tightness on, oh, I don't want to spend on this, I don't want to spend on that. So probably they went for home decor. All right, then March, and you see the rise again. Okay, like later you see the rise again towards the end of December, towards December. All right. So what you can infer from this data is that for the company, all right, because what you use data for, this one is past, it has already happened. All right, you can't go back to it. What you can do is you can predict the future. You can predict next year that the following year, what am I going to store more? What am I going to have in stock? February. What am I going to have in stock? March. All right. What am I going to have in stock? April. So you know that March, Kano, they buy more of home decor. So that's where you ship a lot of it. All right. And you're going to make a lot of sales there. Do you understand? Because you can't really be fighting trend. You can't fight trend saying that, oh, there's Valentine in December. So that's when you want to go and be doing something that's against it or opposite it. Of course, you're going to lose your money. All right. You need to ride the trend. Okay. So that's what businesses do. They ride the trend. They understand that, oh, this is a season for this thing. So they jump into it, they ride the trend. And you, as a business analyst, you have to provide that trend for them that, oh, this is what is happening. This is why this one is happening. All right. So from what we can understand from this one is a trend on human behavior. All right. Purely human behavior. Okay. Purely human behavior. But there are some times that you won't have that it won't be just purely human behavior. It might be due to the company's problem. Maybe the company is using a faulty ACM, they're using a bad payment system, the payment system is not good, so there's decline. So you see a decline. So there are different reasons for different charts that you see. So that's why you need to actually understand that business, all right, the business that you're analyzing for, all right, and understand the data that you have, okay, to be able to give a proper advice for that decision, for that company, so that they can make a good decision and make good profits. All right. So this is the end of the class today. This is the end of the session today. Today we have learned about Excel, the formulas of Excel, how to look at charts, how to look at data, clean it, transform the data, make it readable, and analyze it. All right, using pivot table, and show it in a chart, in a dashboard that manager, like company managers, can easily look at and understand what is going on. All right, and then you have learned how to draw inference, from the data that you have, to help companies to make a better decision. All right, so you can go ahead and design this dashboard, make it more fantastic and all. All right, when you are done with the design and everything, send it on the group. Send it on the group. I want to see what you guys come up with. After this, I want to see what you guys come up with, the design that you come up with, and all. But just have it at the back of your mind that what's most important is you understanding that data and knowing how to, you know, knowing how to interpret it so that businesses can make, good. And to remove this, you can just click on this, you clear it, so it's going to show you all the data, or you can do the same for this one too. So you have the data back, all right? So we have learned this, and tomorrow we're going to be learning the life formula. All right, this is Excel formula. Tomorrow we are going to be learning life formula. A lot of people know how to do dashboard. They can do dashboard, all right, but they are not making money. All right, they don't know how to position themselves for for a job. They are not getting jobs. They can't really interpret. They can do this, but they can't interpret it. They are not getting anything. Um, all right, I'll get to your question. All right. So tomorrow, of course, we do a recap of this, but tomorrow, majorly what we are doing tomorrow is how to be employable. All right. You can know Excel for all you want, but if you don't know how to position yourself, if you don't have the psychology of what the market wants, what the market actually needs, all right, it's going to be difficult to land your dream role. All right, it's going to be difficult to land your dream role. So that's why we're going to focus like the whole of tomorrow. That's why I just that we focus today on building. So we see what building of a dashboard is. But tomorrow we are not building any dashboard. Tomorrow we are going into what do you use this dashboard for? How do you make money with this dashboard? All right, the psychology of life itself. What's the advantage? What's the opportunity in data analysis? How do you break into data analysis? All right, the psychology of life, psychology of the business behind this. All right, so that's what we're going to be diving into tomorrow. So this is the end of the class. So I'm just going to be addressing the questions. So you said your question, Abiwale said, how did you bring the data to the second sheet? Data. Okay, so if you mean the data, all right, so I will do it in two. I will do the three because I don't understand from where to where. Please, do you a recap of this tomorrow again? You do a recap of this tomorrow. Of course, I will definitely rush through it. But let me quickly answer your question on how to move from that. So you have this, all right. You have the sheet here, all right. So you can just click on any of these cell and come to this insert. When you come to this insert, you're going to see. Let me increase this. All right. So at the top left corner here, at the top left corner, you can see pivot table. All right, you're going to see pivot table. So what pivot table does is just like a summary of the whole of your data. All right. Instead of carrying the whole of this data and doing analysis on all of them, I don't need a lot of them for the analysis that I want to do. All right. So I can just pick the ones that I need. So the pivot table helps me in doing that. All right. So you come to this insert. All right, then you click on pivot table. So when I click on pivot table, it's going to ask me questions. So see this now. Let me see this. You see this window asking you create pivot table. All right, I want to create pivot table. Table range. What's the table range? This present table. So you can see the green highlights on it. That's marked the whole of this table. That's table range. That's from A1 to J205. Right. That's from the top left, the topmost left to the um, bottommost right there, right? So new worksheet. Am I going to new worksheet or existing worksheet? If I want to go to that our existing worksheet, I'll just click there, existing worksheet, and I'll go and click on that particular cell where I want it to be. All right. But since you're asking about new worksheet, so I'm just going to click on new worksheet, right? I'm going to click on OK. So you see, now I'm in a new worksheet. All right. Now I'm in a new worksheet. Okay, so let me bring it back because I'm not sure you're going to be able to see. All right, yeah. So now I'm in a new worksheet. So this is the pivot table, but it's empty right now. Okay, so I need to put fields in it. All right. So what are the fields that I can put? I have rows. These are the areas I have. I have rows, I have columns, I have values. Right. Then I have filters. Yeah. Okay. So I've explained the rows. Rows are these, the horizontal, columns are the vertical. All right. So the rows horizontal, the columns are the vertical. And the values are the things that you want to see, like the result of the either for columns or for rows. All right. So what do I want to see on my rows? I want to see, this is just an example. So I want to see like here it's recorded. It's going to be available. It's on YouTube, so you can always rewatch it. All right. So so you have region. So I can pick region. No, I mean pick region and put it on rows. The moment I put region on rows, you see Abuja, Ibadan, Kano, Lagos, Port Harcourt. All right. So you see them. So you see the states already. Do you get? So that means we have the data from this one. It's here already because of this field. So if I want to know the number of times we have Abuja, number of orders we have in Ibadan, the number of orders, I will click this same region, put it on values. All right. So it's going to do count of region. So this is number of orders that we have in Abuja, number of orders we have in Ibadan. These are the number of orders we have in Lagos, we have in Port Harcourt. Do you understand? So that's how you do. That's how you carry your data, from here to this new sheet. All right. So, and if you want to do charts, if you want to represent it in the dashboard in the chart, just highlight it. All right. Highlight either everything or just the value you understand is exactly that smart. Click on insert, come here, recommended chart. So it's going to give you recommended chart. All right. And come to pie chart. Then see it in pie chart. See Abuja by values. Right. It's going to show them by value. All right. So that's basically it. But tomorrow, come ready, come prepared for tomorrow class. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be much more than your expectation. All right. I know a lot of people, they know Excel and they just want to know how to make money. All right. It's okay. Tomorrow we are going to learn how to make money with this. Not only Excel, but the tools that you're going to need, to make money, the tools that you're going to need to position, as an authority in data analysis. All right. To be an authority in the analysis, you're going to be learning everything tomorrow. All right. So see you tomorrow. Once again, thank you for joining the class. All right. It's really an honor and privilege, to be here with you, beautiful people today. All right. See you tomorrow with the same energy and fire. All right. All right. Bye. Sorry, a note for what, please? A note for what? Said I should drop a note. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, all right. Definitely. All right. Anyway, see you tomorrow by 6 p.m. See you tomorrow by 6 p.m. sharp. All right. Bye everyone.